Coming down with the fever.
I'm allergies out this world. No, it's just like a faucet. I hate it. I can't taste anything.
Well, you might want to go to the doctor. Not having taste is a symptom of something else.
No, I always have that with like one time a year. It's just allergies, and I just lose sense of taste because it's like smell and taste are like linked, and if the nose is stopped up enough, it's just like taste is just gone. Is that not normal, or?
I've never had that before. Granted,
all right.
I don't know if I have seasonal allergies. I feel like I do because I feel like everybody does. But yeah, I've never lost my sense of taste before.
Yeah, no, it would be like I'll have these allergies for a week, and 2 or 3 of those days, it's just like nothing.
But then I'm good. Taste hard to breathe.
Constantly choking.
Anyone else been sleeping 12 hours?
Crying blood, yay or nay? What are we?
Everybody gets that, right? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Because Reasons. This time, we're going over, arguably, the best JRPG of all time. Very much arguably.
I personally will not accept an arguably. I'm going far and away.
Really?
I understand that, the legacy of things like Chrono Trigger and what it represents and what it built upon and all this. No, this is the best. This is the most well-made JRPG of all time.
So question, have you played Chrono Trigger before?
I am currently playing it.
Oh, okay. Just sidebar, how are you enjoying it?
It's pretty good.
Okay, cool.
It's obviously dated, and I'm playing it on my little tiny DS screen, so I'm just like, hey, I'm a baby. But other than that, I'm rocking it.
How far are you?
I'm not too far, about 6 or 7 hours.
Have you met... Have you rescued Marley yet?
From the castle?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you've met the best character in the game then. He helps you rescue. Well, he helps you rescue the queen.
Okay. Yep.
You know. Okay. So you've met Frog.
Yeah.
Frog is amazing, and for some, they changed this in the PC port, which I found out because I started replaying it a couple months ago. We'll get to Persona in a bit.
Well, no. How about that rice?
So, in at least the SNES and the PlayStation version, I don't know what the DS uses. For some reason, Frog is the only person in the past that speaks in these and thous and thys.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one. And it's great. It's like, you need to go, like, talk to a frog in the woods. Thou seekest me out? It's like, well, whoa.
Why, yes, I do. This is a dramatic departure, but...
Does the DS version have the anime cutscenes?
It has a couple. It has the intro, and there was, like, one other, but, I don't know exactly where they should be. I don't know how much, but...
If it has the intro, then it does. Yeah, they're great. All of them were animated by Toei with basically like the budget of an extremely good Dragon Ball episode. So all of them are very, very good. Okay, we can talk about Chrono Trigger once you finish the game. But we are here to talk about Persona 5. Yeah, it is definitely like easily top 5 for me. Easily. Not even a question.
Yeah.
I would have to like really sit down and think as far as like the ordering of that. Because like Chrono Trigger would be up there. Persona 5. I guess I consider Nier Automata a JRPG.
Man, I want to play that.
That's another good one. And there'd probably be a Final Fantasy up there somewhere. I really enjoyed 15. Oh, Kingdom Hearts, duh. Kingdom Hearts 2. So it'd probably be like Persona 5, Nier. This is not in any order. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 15, and then I would have to go back and forth between 1 and 2 for my favorite Kingdom Hearts personally. But yeah. This game was already good when it came out 2 years ago.
Absolutely. Back then, I was just like, "Yep, this is kind of the best of all time." If not the best, the most stylish. Because every single time, I'm just like, the style is just oozing off of this. Every time I'm just like press start and it's just swooping and swapping. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Who asked for this? I appreciate it, but my goodness.
I feel like this game is a what's the word, or what's the name of the profession? Shit. A graphical artist's nightmare. It's like usually when you're like trying to style like an app or something, at least for my profession, everything needs to be sleek, uniform, not overbearing. And this game, literally, you press pause and Joker just slaps this menu on the screen.
But then you can just sit back and just go, I made that, you know.
Oh yeah, like it was probably frustrating just from like the sensibilities that like a graphic designer, there we go, graphic designer has built up over their career, but then they're just like, cut loose, just give me the most off the rails shit that you can possibly do.
Yeah, it's not every time. It's not every time, but when you save the game, sometimes Joker just crashes into the save screen and it just shatters. I'm like, yes. But sometimes he just swings by. I'm like, what? Who decided? And what is? Oh my good. And then the new intro when it's just in the city and it's just big and then it is gorgeous. I love the design of this game so darn much.
The game oozes style. It's
style and personality. I love those sorts of things where you can just look at a character and how they're dressed and how they're carrying themselves and just go, bam, I understand that character right here, right now. Good.
Yeah. So, caveat for me with the Elite, well, I'm going to count Royal as the same game. This was my first Persona game.
Oh yeah, I do remember you saying that.
I didn't even know about the series, honestly, until you and BG were talking about Persona 4 Golden all the damn time on the podcast.
It's so good. It's so good.
Which I have on the PSP. I just haven't played it.
Mike. Oh, I would play it. It's the story is definitely better in P4, especially P4 Golden, but like everything else is better than P5. Yeah, I would definitely say give that a play because it's obviously dated and you could tell like, okay, this was improved at 5, this is improved at 5, but it is still absolutely worth a play.
Okay. Add it to the list during this lovely, lovely quarantine. But yeah, like, so I didn't know about the formula of how Persona games work. You know, a typical JRPG is like, you run around, you'll get into a battle in some places, and then, you know, you build up your generic RPG stats, strength, what have you. You level up, you might have some kind of skill tree here and there. Ooh, Tales of games might be somewhere in my top 5, like, eking into the top 5. Anyways.
Tales of Zillia? I agree, Mike. Tales of Zillia.
No. Screw that game. But yeah, the social aspects of the game was just whoosh to me. And I will say, the beginning of the game, especially with not being familiar with the series and that, can drag a bit.
Yeah.
Because the game holds your hand a lot just because there's so much in this game.
Yeah.
So many
Once
systems.
that world opens up and you have like 8 choices of the things that you could do today, and you can press start and see what everybody did, you go, oh, I can play baseball and improve this, or I can work because I need money and this improves my char. And that just starts. I understand that you went through like a guide format, but when you don't, you're just sort of overwhelmed. And I can understand that, especially after it's just. I especially felt it this time because I'm just like, let's get into it. Let's start playing. Let's start in the dungeon. Go, go, go. And it's like about 3 or 4 hours before you really start getting into that. And then you just go, okay, I'm getting these characters. I'm getting this stuff. I'm getting this world. I'm getting how... And I can definitely feel that. But once it starts going, it's just like forward.
Yeah,
forward.
Because I know Kelly started trying to play it and she stopped because of that.
Yeah.
And
I would say that's a very minor hump. It's like One Piece. It's like get through like up until Arlong and you're good. It's a little slow before then, but get up to there and you're golden.
Yeah. Except this isn't Persona 4, this is Persona 5. And bang, 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 bad joke. Anyways.
Going back to your lack of experience with the Persona games, I want the moment that because here comes the spoilers. It's all spoilers, y'all.
Yes.
We're just talking about this.
Caveat.
The moment
spoilers.
The moment that
bound.
Igor reveals himself basically means nothing to you because you don't have the history and all that stuff. Because I don't know if you understand what happened there, but the Japanese voice actor died. He died like 2 games ago. And I think it was around the time of dancing. Persona 4 dancing, I mean. So he died then. So the voice change, it's just like, okay, it's a voice change. They're going for a more sinister tone. It's kind of weird, but whatever. You excuse it because of that and you don't think anything else. But then once that change happens and then the real Igor comes, you go, oh, what the? And you didn't get that. That was a big twist for somebody like me and BG who played it. And it's just like, this isn't a voice. And then the original voice comes. You're like, okay, that's it. And then he was, because you hear that distorted, really deep voice. You just go, okay, this went a different place with the character.
It's
but then it's actually... Exactly. But it's actually like a meta twist. It's a twist only if you know what's going on. And I really appreciated that.
Because I remember you had mentioned that in the original run where that confusion, then you accepted it, and then once the real Igor comes back, it's the voice actor, the English voice actor that has been Igor for the past couple games.
And in Japanese, what they just did, just to honor his memory, just used voice clips of him going, welcome to the Velvet Room and all that. It wasn't anything like specific, but they just used voice clips.
I will say, in the extra month in Royal, I was a little like, it was disappointing where when you're doing fusions or whatever and nobody's talking. I'm like, oh, yeah. I liked it. Just like, are you sure you want to fuse this? Or it will have a amazing amount of power. I'm like, I liked it when you talked to me.
Yeah. But Lavenza hit you up with a couple of words.
It's only in the registry though.
No, she's all throughout that.
No, believe me, I did. I fused everything that I could in that last month.
Maybe it's just with the fusion alarm, because I remember her talking a little bit.
Yeah, when you go into, I think those, oh god, burps, into those menus, she might say something, but it's just like, as you're like picking things.
Oh, yeah, I meant going into the menus, but yeah, when you're picking stuff, yeah, it is a little bit lonely. But
I guess going into the game itself, so the majority of this game obviously is the same one as Persona 5, talking Persona 5 Royal. So you hop into it where you did in the original game, but there's slight differences. Just very slight. So intro intro scene where you're actually like running around in this casino and you're being chased by guards, you see a bunch of silhouettes talking, and there's an extra silhouette that was not there in the last game, I think.
He definitely was not.
I would have to go back and really look. But going through, and then starts throwing at you mechanics. Okay, here's like the fighting. Here's hiding behind stuff. Oh, you get to use a grapple hook now. That's cool.
That's awesome. I appreciate that.
So you do that, and you walk into this room, and a new cutscene starts playing, as well as there's some new dialogue of like, there's something approaching you that's really powerful. And it is here you get introduced to the new character that was introduced in this game, Kasumi Yoshizawa. And when she comes in, one, her outfit, her Phantom Thieves outfit is fucking baller. I love the sword. I love the bolt action rifle. The whole cutscene is awesome. And then she comes up and she's like, let's fight them, senpai. I'm just like, fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
You just sit there like, already, motherfucker.
Like you were
how did they get me in 2 seconds?
you just checked like 8 out of 10 boxes. So
can we talk about Yoshizawa for a hot second?
Go ahead.
I love her.
Is she new best girl for you?
No. Oh. Absolutely not.
Who? She number 2?
If I was to rank them, I'd be like, Haru, 100. Futaba, 99. Yoshizawa, 98.
Okay.
She's
okay.
She's up there. She's fighting them. Because my whole thing throughout the whole game was just like, I love her. I love the fact that she's hardworking. I love the fact that she's so darn polite. Give her one more thing. And then that extra month came, and when that twist happened, I just went, whoa. It just went, I'm here. I'm here for all of this. I'm here for her. Nothing but the best. Don't hurt my girl.
So yeah, the twist at the end of this game, just start at the beginning, we're going to skip right to the end. She is not Kasumi Yoshizawa. Throughout the game, when you have cutscenes and stuff with her, she mentions her sister that passed away. They both had dreams of being world-class gymnasts, what have you. And it turns out the main antagonist of the new section of the game warped her cognition to make believe that she was her sister Kasumi, when in fact she is Sumeri Yoshizawa. And like her sister was full of confidence and like high energy and basically the personality that you see throughout the entirety of the game. And then you meet Sumeri, who's the same person, and she's reserved, diminutive, lacks confidence. It's like slunched, just like has no drive whatsoever, and is at that point in the game, she is desperately not wanting to be herself because she, in essence, is the reason her sister died. Yeah, she got upset about being always beneath her sister and being jealous of it. She runs into the street without looking at traffic. She's about to be hit by a car and her sister pushes her out of the way and she gets hit and dies. And yeah, there's an anime cutscene through this whole thing, and the like transformation of her, just the hair tie comes loose. Hair goes down, she loses her persona form, and just wide-eyed and shocked is just like, oh boy.
That hit like a poor choice of words, but
that hit like a truck, like the one that hit your sister. Damn!
But yeah, I went, oh, they're going here, and then just go, you wanted this, and it's just the camera just turns and it's Maruki, and he just basically just sews in eyes in his hair and just went, "Sup, y'all?"
Yeah.
And the best part is he's just like, I'm not a villain. I'm not doing this for nefarious purpose. I want everyone to be happy. It's like all these people are just like money, greed, women, all this. He's like, no, I just want literally everyone to be happy. Look at all your friends. This is what they wanted. And the whole time, I'm looking back like they're all going to see him. They're all talking about their problems and their wants and their dreams and what they're missing. And then he just took that and just gave it to them. Because the whole time I'm just like, they're all going to speak with him, and I like it because I like Maruki.
Yeah,
and I like all these characters, and I like them.
My favorite interaction was Yusuke.
Yeah,
he's like aggressively like, counsel me.
Yes, I went to see you at work, and he's like, well, I can't let you see me counseling people, but I can't counsel you. Brilliant. But yeah, and you gotta sit down and just go, these kids need counseling. They got a lot of messed up stuff happen to them. So you don't think about it as he's like gathering information. But then when it happens, you just go, my goodness.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And just, so now here's the question. Did you watch the ending where you let it happen?
Yes, of course I did, Mike.
Did you do it in game or you do it after the fact?
No, after the fact. I'm not.
I made a save state right before that cutscene, the final cutscene, and I let it rip once and then reloaded and, actually beat the game. And to me, the most chilling thing. So yeah, we're just going to go all over the place with this. Dr. Maruki, the counselor, gets this insanely strong persona palace combo thing where he gains control of the cognition of the general public called mementos, to where basically he's changing everybody's cognition so that everyone can live their best lives and be happy, and basically create a alternate reality where nothing bad ever happens ever again. And basically he gives your character an ultimatum. He's like, I don't want to fight you, so I'm gonna give you till this day, live in this world, and
check out your friends, see how happy they are.
Yeah. And by this date, if you don't come and fight me, I'm gonna change the world. Otherwise, we'll have to fight. And then the day before, he actually comes and like verifies. He's like, what are you gonna do? And then you don't have an answer, and then and if you decide not to fight him, he changes, everybody's reality. Everybody has a super happy ending, yada this, yada that. And then it gets to the end of the school year. Haru and Makoto are graduating. Everybody's happy. Goro Kechi's all friendly. He's about to take a picture, and then a stranger comes up. He's like, oh, go with your friends. I'll take the picture. And it's Maruki. And then he starts walking away, and then Joker turns to look, chuckles, and then turns back around. It's like, the fucker still knows. Joker is the only person that knows the reality is fake. And it just like makes you feel icky because it's like, I made that decision and Joker knows it.
Not my Joker. Pure.
So yeah, that was that was that bit where it's just like, okay, everybody's happy in that, and just like, oh no, Joker's aware.
Yeah, the moment that I had right there, but I just felt more sad. I felt sad, just unbelievably sad, was Yusuke's perfect reality, where he's just like, he doesn't want his mom back. He wants his teacher, and he wants people to appreciate her work. And I'm like, that's a very odd mindset that he had. Because I'm like, okay, if his mom stays alive, she probably doesn't paint the painting, which gives him his inspiration. So that's why more than likely he wants just, hey, at this moment, this is where it branches off, and this is where we can go good.
And you think, too, he doesn't have memories of his mother. All of his memories are of Madarame.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, man, Yusuke, you sad little poor boy. Not even like a little bit more money, because he's just such a poor person. There's several times.
He's not poor. He's just shitty with money.
Yes, he is. At one point, it was a party. He was just like, I did not bring anything because I couldn't afford it, so I will wash dishes. And I'm like, oh, man. I love Yusuke so much.
All right, we gotta go in order. We gotta go in order because like there's other things I want to talk about the ending, but I want to like preface it with shit that happens beforehand. Okay, so you start. You are infiltrating or trying to escape from this casino. You go through a bunch of things. You meet air quotes Kasumi. That goes away, and then as you're escaping from this casino, the cops catch you. You're arrested. Does it go straight into the interrogation from there? I'm trying to remember.
It goes into sign this paper and you are who you say you are, and then you pick your difficulty. I
wish the guard that is talking to you is an actual character so you could fucking beat the shit out of him.
Yes, that's one thing where I'm just like, I'll give him like a little palace or a mementos or something.
Yeah. Just the, like when you... where he's like, oh, you think the cameras are gonna help you? And then when you refuse to sign the papers... do you ever do that?
Yep.
It's just like, oh, I only need your hands, and he just stomps on your leg.
On that boy.
Yeah. And it's like, this is a 17-year-old kid. This isn't... He is assaulting a minor. Granted, a minor convicted of, you know, potential murder, but a minor.
But yeah, I was like, "Whoa, this is a little rough." So you automatically go into the game like, okay, this world is kind of corrupt. Adults suck. Rebellion, all that good stuff.
I just because the anime actually named him, I named my Joker what he's named in the anime.
Was he Akira there?
No, Ren.
Okay, yeah. It was Akira first, and then the anime changed it to Ren. I like Akira more.
Yeah, Ren Amayama, I think. Something along those lines. Anyways, then a prosecutor comes to interview your character, and gets a little bit of hassle from the guards and then from her boss, but she ends up getting a bit of time. And this sets up the precedent of... you are going back in time to retrace your story of how you got to your current moment by 6 months, 7 months? 7 months.
About that.
It was March. It starts in March, right? Yeah, it starts in March. And it goes into... that's 6 months, yeah. It goes until...
fantastic.
Where you're at... I
love that framing.
Yeah, you don't know exactly how far into the future it is, but it is 6 months. And the prosecutor is basically interviewing you and is just like, you need to tell me everything that happened. So you then go back into the past and find your character. I'm just going to call him Ren because it's going to be easier. Or Joker. It's Joker. Where you wake up on a subway and cutscene plays out. You're walking in downtown Tokyo. Weird app or like time freezes. He sees a weird shadow image and a weird app shows up on his phone. Arrives at a area of Tokyo. You then get directed to a cafe where you find out, hey, you're staying here because you are on probation. You are a criminal. And it is revealed that you are a criminal under false charges, but you're a minor, and the person that you wronged had connections. So they just swept you under the damn rug.
Just a piece of garbage.
And then you're introduced to Sojiro, who, upon first meeting him, you're like, this guy's a douche. It's just like, he's just laying into me just like, you're a waste. You're a dirty criminal.
Get upstairs in that cramped attic. You can find your way to school, can't you? You're 2 minutes late. Where were you?
Yeah.
Like, chill out.
Don't expect anybody to help you. I just took you in out of the goodness of my heart because your parents didn't want to deal with you. So
One
much.
step out of line, you're out of here.
Yeah. So much stuff. And then, like, you find out you're going to the school called Shujin Academy. You get in there. Principal basically is treating you bad. Your homeroom teacher doesn't want to deal with you. Just a bunch of stuff. And then I think the app during this entire time keeps showing up, and then you're seeing cutscenes of how you got arrested. And basically, you tried to step in to help a woman who was getting harassed. You shove the dude away. He trips and falls. He gets a cut in his head, and damn brat, I'll sue.
I'll sue.
And then the cops come. Cops are on the side of the dude. The woman gives a false testimony saying that you assaulted the guy. That's how you got in your current predicament. Do you go to the Velvet Room before or after your first trip to Kamoshida's palace?
You go... I believe it happens one night when you're going to sleep.
Okay. So, your first day of school arrives. Sojiro is just like, don't be fucking late. And you're like,
I can't believe I gotta drive you. Ugh.
Well, no. This is when you make your way to school on your own.
Oh, yeah.
He drives you to, like, sign the papers for your transfer to the school. So you get on the sub.
I loved his hat, and I loved his alternate universe hat. That man got a style for hats.
Yeah. He's got it suits it with the beard, the like curly beard.
Yeah.
So you start making your way there. Also, a train accident happens, and you start seeing reports of people going crazy, like mental breakdowns, and just being unresponsive and basically having heart attacks. And that makes the trains run late. It's also raining. Then you get to a cutscene where you're like underneath an awning, just, trying to wait out the rain. And then a girl goes in there underneath, and dramatic reveal of Miss An Tamaki, Lady An.
She should wear a hood more. That's a great look.
And like basically, it's I like how it's just like Joker's just like staring at her like, holy shit, she's hot. Because she was it half English? Yes. It's not American. Yeah, half English, half Japanese. So she has like striking blonde hair for a Japanese girl. And she like just smiles at him and turns and just looks away. And then a car pulls up. And you're also in another cutscene where the homeroom teacher was complaining about having to deal with this transfer student. She talks to the PE teacher. And then this PE teacher pulls up and was like, hey, would you like a ride? And the girl just like meekly says, oh, yeah, sure. She gets in and seemingly nicely he offers a ride to Joker, and he just, says, oh, nah. And as the window rolls up, he like sees An's face, and it's just like absolutely depressed.
Yeah.
And then drives away.
Just go, ooh, what's going on there? The first time I just went, I know what's going on here. Yep. What are we doing about this gentleman?
Mm-hmm. Car drives away, and then this punk-looking blonde kid runs up, and as Joker was seeing that, oh, that app is back on my phone, he says, stupid perverted teacher. And it's like, perverted teacher? I love it when the cutscenes have Joker talk, because it's like such a rare thing. And the app is like registers that something hits, and then this kid comes up and starts talking to you, and was just like, you know who that is? And then like after he's just like, you don't know who that is? Yada yada. And then just like, oh, it's Kamoshida. He's the PE teacher. And you go to Shujin High, right? It's like, yeah, the guy's a jackass. He thinks school's his castle or something, which I didn't even realize the first time through. Those were the 3 keywords.
Yep.
Kamoshida, Shujin Academy, castle. So they mention all that stuff, and this kid, who you don't know yet, was just like, hey, I'll lead you a back way to the school. So another cutscene starts. They're like walking through all these alleyways, and then something happens that seems a little off. And Joker notices it and is like, huh. And they start walking, and they get to the school, and it's a giant castle. And this kid's just like, what the hell is going on? So they go in. Everything looks weird and different. And Joker's just like, is this the school? And then these dudes in...
time for school. I guess we're just hopping in this suit of armor and going to class.
And then this guys in suits of armor come up, and you can be like, are these the teachers? And then these guys just like knock you both out. You wake up in a cell in like a dungeon, and basically find out this guy's named Sakamoto. You try and find your way out, realize, oh, it's that same dude in the car comes up, except he is in a crown, a cape, and a Speedo. And that's it.
Cape's got all these hearts on it and crap. Oh, such a weird outfit. And it was around this time that I realized there's a lot of new cut-ins for when people talk. And I'm like, they didn't need to do that, but I appreciate it.
A lot of what?
Everybody got a couple. Yeah, everybody got like a couple more expressive faces when they do a little cutscene in the bottom left.
Sorry, cut-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy just starts lambasting Sakamoto. It was like, oh man, like he seemed kind of nice when you were talking to him before, a little bit. Something's going on upstairs. And then orders for both of these guys to be executed. And you try and stop him and get pinned to the wall, and they're like, all right, we're going to execute you first. And as it's about to happen,
they just start beating the crap out of
yeah,
Ryuji.
they were holding up Ryuji, and he was just like punching the shit out of him.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, then my favorite cutscene in the entire game happens, and I'm pissed that the anime didn't do this scene as much justice of Joker awakening Arsene, his persona. Cause boy, when he looks up with the blood on his face, smiles, it evaporates into Arsene's burning face. Ugh. You know I'm an animation junkie.
Such a good scene.
You know I'm an animation junkie, and did it hit me in the right places?
That's when you just like, all right, this game's special, y'all. Hold up, y'all watching this? Y'all see this?
And that just starts a precedent of everyone's. I wish they could have animated all of them, but I understand that's a lot of money. But everybody's Persona Awakening, mwah, chef's kiss. Like I kind of the only one that I wish was better, honestly, was still good, is Haru's. I was just about to say Haru's the best because she doesn't get blood on her face. Pristine, chef kiss. Don't you touch my girl. I want to see people. These characters are built upon going through shit.
She's stronger than that.
Nah. I want to see the struggle. One of my favorite ones is Yusuke's.
Yes, such a good one.
Digs his fingers into the ground, and you're just like, ow, ow. So yeah, you get this immensely powerful JoJo stand looking thing, and At that point, you manage to escape. You lock Kamoshida inside the cell, and you start making your way out of this dungeon. And as you're making your way out, you're walking past all these cells, and one of the cells, someone says, "Hey, get me out." And you find this cat thing. It's a cat thing. Who says he's not a cat thing, but he's a cat thing.
100%.
And this is
Until
Morgana.
the new universe.
Yes.
Then
This
he's a
is
sexy Bishojo.
This is Morgana, who then starts instructing you on the ways of being a phantom thief and using a persona and infiltrating a palace. He reveals that he has a persona as well, Zoro. Least favorite persona. I go back and forth between him and Yusuke's, in all honesty.
Goemon, of all of them, I would say probably Carmen. I like Carmen,
I like Carmen more than Goemon or Zoro.
Yeah, unfortunately, all three of Yusuke's are trash.
Yes, agreed.
I hate to say it because I love Yusuke, but
Yes.
all three of his are trash.
I know, it's unfortunate.
And Goemon's probably the best. But yeah, it's just like, oh man. But then you look, you turn your head just a little bit, and all three of you Ryuji's are just rocking it.
Yep. William.
We'll talk about William.
So good. William is so good.
William and Lucy are like 5 stars. Just hard up there. And I wanted more of them because I just loved hearing just going, "Welcome, get him, William, crush him, Lucy." Just like these normal names with these just awesome looking designs.